the tradition of dropping, that was the time when they would put some drops of opium in the tea. And that's why they called it high tea.
High tea, that's really interesting.
So, well, there's a whole other thing to her, yeah? Mary Seacole, born in Jamaica, her mother was a traditional healer. Yeah? And she took on a lot, she learned a lot from her mother. And they say that when she did her nursing, she used traditional healing methods as well as, you know, what would have been the modern at that time kind of stuff. But there's a whole other side to it. You know, she was an extraordinary businesswoman. Yeah, and she traveled to, like, I think it was Cuba or whatever, and opened a hotel.
I remember.
Now let's think about this, right? This is a black woman by herself, 19th century, and she's traveling the other side of the world to build a hotel. If that ain't stepping out your comfort zone, and you know, I'm always interested in the mentality that it takes to make that kind of step. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she's an example of black entrepreneurship because she was a businesswoman wherever she went. So part of her reasoning for going to Crimea, you know, I used to have a not dislike of her, but I was like, what's this sister going all the way to Crimea to fight for the white man? And she was also there looking for business opportunities. Do you know what I'm saying? So she's a much more rounded figure than this kind of how she's portrayed here, which is, oh, this great black woman came to help us, to help the English, because she loved the English so much. Bun that, man. She was a sister doing her thing.
But also,
question mark there.
She was able to raise the money by coming back. That shows a business initiative.
Exactly.
To raise money to go back to the Crimean War. That shows the business side of it. Which now you said, I recognize that that's the part that we don't know how much.
Exactly.
About. And that part empowers us.
Yes, that's why I'm saying it. That's why I'm saying it.
And that's something that you never hear a lot about.
Because like, you know, when they put up our heroes and sheroes, they pacify them. They remove the stuff, the juice. That, as you say, empowering. You know what I mean? So we got all of this. Oh, she was really nice. She, you know, what they teach in this school. She was really nice. She went to help the British. Lovely woman. Next page. You know what I mean? And so, you know, for black children in school, what are they getting from her in terms of the lesson that's being taught? Help. Be of servitude to the white man, and we'll put a plaque in your name. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But no, I like that little hadith here. I'm sure there's probably been films.
Oh gosh.
I'm sure there's a project.
Mary Seacole created a ramshackle hut of bits and bobs, old carpet, doors and things, where men who were injured were brought to her, and she went out and nursed men, you know, on the field who were at death's door, and she nursed some of them back to health. My understanding that I'm aware of is when she came back and the soldiers located her.
That's right.
They did a celebration in the park beside the
yeah, but it wasn't from a reputable source.
in the park beside House of the Parliament. That rival fireworks, everything was rival. She was absolutely celebrated, and
yeah, but you have to like
some people didn't like that.
Of course not.
I have a contact in the hotel because I work for HUK Landlord. This very week we had tea and coffee and a space in there to entertain some older people that I work with. And they made us very welcome. And so perhaps with my contacts in there, we can on another occasion arrange an afternoon tea of some description.
Wow! You know, there's this thing about high tea. Again, that originates from the tradition of a certain time of day, they put a couple of drops of opium in the tea. High tea. Yeah. That makes sense. Because, you know, it was the drug of choice amongst they destroyed China for it. Yeah. It started a war in China. I mean, wow. Oh, don't get me started. What the Englishmen, you go across the world, we are going with the intention of making them drug addicts, so that you can control the opium trade. And you bring gunships. So when the Chinese emperor says, you can't come in, well, we leave our people. No, we got a gunship full of opium, we're going to put it on your people. And within 10 years, epidemic of opium addiction in China. The house of disenfranchisement. That's what this house is. No, what I'm saying. It's that's the term that they use.
No, I understand.
No, but ascribing those values to her. Yeah.
for me today is able to agree to disagree, and from the conversations that I had with a few people, that, you know what, there is more than one direction to, you know, to your destination, and there's a time to talk, there's a time to fight, there's a time to make love, you know, but it's about working together and somehow finding a way to make changes that doesn't damage us, you know, in a way. Yeah, make any sense? You know, because I think the fear is, what do we do next? How do we do it? Some people calling for action, some people saying, you know what, think ahead before you act. And it's nice that we're having a conversation about it. Versus, you know, nah, it's a taboo thing. Let's not talk about it, you know, about change and what it means for us to live in this country, basically, as men of color. Yeah.
Done exceedingly well. How fast we're moving is subjective to me, but I keep going back to what, you know, sometimes what Danny says in terms of Marisico. We don't see the aspect of a business acumen that she's put forward in terms of going to Cuba, in terms of even going to the Caribbean War, raising money. That's the bit we don't see, and often we think that the best way forward is to sort of punch at that door, keep hitting that door, but all that's going to happen is your hand's going to become sore, and only sometimes we can just turn the knob and push it over. And sometimes we need to do that. There's two functions. I'm reading Stephen Biko about Black consciousness. I've read about Nelson Mandela. Like many of you guys, I always thought Nelson Mandela was a bit of a softie, but then I realized that take it in the context of which it is in at that particular time and what he's been through, I had to start thinking differently. Because often I'm thinking in the mind of a young person, I'm going to get up and fight in here, and it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. The same way I think that the way my mom used to beat me, I can't do that to my children now. Things change. We have to look at things differently, because by my mom beating me, and I'm lucky enough to recognize that it was a traumatic experience for me and I'm able to overcome it, I can't be putting that trauma on my children. So whatever I do, there are consequences to my action, good or bad. So from these conversations I'm hearing, that's just coming to my mind. There's consequences to my action.
As we finish Men Walk and Talk, we're here on a moored boat, just relaxing, and I'm going to end this with the flags. You know, the question was, what does a flag mean to us, the British flag? And I know that the flag is made up of 3 different sovereigns. You've got England, Wales, Scotland, and the colors represent peace, loyalty, justice, and I can't remember the rest. You know, but I think almost every West Indian knows the meaning of their flags, the colors of their flags. For example, like Jamaica, the green, the black and the gold. You know, agriculture, the land. For me, I'm from Trinidad, and the red represents sun, courage. The black represents the land. White represents equality. But I actually had to look it up. Although we were taught this in school, but for us, I mean, maybe because we were quite against this kind of a British rule that we had our own meaning of the colors. You know, for example, the red represents the blood spilled on the land. The black represents gold, not gold, but black gold. The oil that made Trinidad very rich. The white, the colonizations, the slave traders, the blood brought us from Africa and enslaved us and took advantage of us. But what for you, your flag, what does it mean for you? Your country flag and the British flag, what does that mean for you? You know, I'm just gonna leave it there. And the thing is, you know, looking behind me, the Millennium Wheel, London, we live in a very diverse city. And where are we going next? Are we getting along? Is racism changing? Is the new generation actually making positive changes? Where are we going with this? You know, all the sacrifice we've made, all the tribulations that we have experienced. Oh, you don't know. The Black Lives Matter movement was there. Where is it now? Now we have the LGBTQ movement. Yeah, where's that going now? You know, is it put us together? Is it separating us? What's it doing? What's the new movement? Is it going to help us move together as a community, or is it going to put us in our little pockets, you know, that we're divided? Who knows? But yeah, I'll leave it as that. See you guys at next Man Walk and Talk. And yeah, Masalama, enjoy your night. Peace.
Cause you know we got to get it wrong. Mary J is in the spot tonight, and I'ma make you feel alright. Come on, baby, just party with me. Let loose and set your body free. Leave your situations at the door, so when you step inside, jump on the floor. Let's get it front up on that fun up in this dancery. We got y'all open, now you're open, so you got to dance.
your birthday. Go shorty, go shorty, go shorty, go shorty, go shorty, go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. We're funny in the club.